Greetings to you all. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining. I be sorry, see, I know if I be maybe give one of you hints, but I think everything is sure now. Yes, everything is clear now. President, there's one this in here. What, huh? Let me come. Sorry, see, I know if you get to, I think say now everything don't be very okay and it's good to go. There's some two this thing there. Ah, okay, pa. Yes. Thank you, pa. Okay, no problem. Now what? I tell you. Oh. So my people, I be sorry. Huh? I said we don't give me like this. It's not possible. Too much calcul now, pa. Ah, yes. I need money now, pa. Tell you. Too much calcul. Tell you. Thank you, pa. No problem, pa. Welcome. We'll be there live just shortly. It will be interrupted, but I think say this will everything around be very rectified now, and we'll try to see say things and they good, so that we continue with the live. And my people, welcome once more. I mean, don't forget to tell me place where you watch from. You watch from which side? Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? I would like to know where you are watching from. Thank you very much and welcome. Welcome to this live broadcast. Welcome. Thank you. It's Sunday the 15th of December 2024. One of those rare days then we will become live, but I think say this so is necessary. Thank you very much. Excuse me. Thank you. As you join, you share. A lot of things happen within the week. And I think say we need to discuss them. Some of these things that will happen within the week. It's part and parcel of us. It's part and parcel of this struggle, and so we should throw light on some of them. Thank you very much. As you join, you share. Hey, Don Sami, how far? Now how Dubai no pa? How for that side for UAE? How it is? People there for Sharjah. People there for that side for Dubai, United Arab Emirates. We throw a salute for all una be our brother them. Una place there. Yes. Don Sami, one love, bro. One love. All good, bro. All good. Thank you very much. You do watch from which side? Where are you watching us from? Where are you watching from? As you join, don't forget say if you as well just share the video. Me and another person, it be part and parcel of it, because we try to discuss now on which way it don't transpire within the week. We call this edition this week in retrospect. A lot of things that have happened this week, from Monday the 9th to today, Sunday the 15th. Tomorrow is going to usher us a new week. It's already going to be a new week, and a lot to be in place. And my dear people, it's time for us to start thinking. A lot of things have happened. You know, people then they talk for outside, they say especially one issue where it concern the International Criminal Court issue where they say that they investigate Paul Biya and Tanganji them and other people them. And some people, they for instance Ambazonian struggle, they don't come out, take the thing, personalize them. They like saying that their papa, their property. Or they like saying that them. If not of them, it wouldn't have happened. So we will throw more light on that. Who are actually those responsible for that particular success for us? Who are those who have pushed that to happen? Thank you very much. Join as you share, or you share as you join. My people, welcome, welcome, welcome. Today, now 15 December 2024. K-Town, your place day. Eme, thank you very much. K-Town will salute you. We salute you. Cafe day up, your place day. Thank you very much. And this one is a platform where if you talk, if you make a move, know, if you air out your mind, if you want call, if you make a move, know, so you want call as well. Yes, thank you. Thank you. You share as you join. You share as you join. Thank you very much. A lot of people then think say this liberation struggle will be done on their own terms, meaning they are the ones to decide what will happen in Ambazonia. But we keep on telling them, we keep on telling everybody that this struggle concerns all of us. It is ours. It is ours. And thank you very much, Comrade Festus Ambesi. Festus Ambesi, watching from South Africa. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. Now for South Africa, no pa. I have a South, no, ha South. I hope say Sade Kankwe. I hope so una de atalat. Because for this struggle, shake, you know they. Yes. I also una de atalat, all thing they confirm. Yes. We throw a salute for the powerful and giant South Africa community. Ambazonian community, South Africa, thank you. Thank you for your continuous sacrifices. Thank you for your continuous effort. If not of una, we know for know anything, or they well know for actually know it way, it transpire for a very long time. Because now through the help of Ambazonian community in South Africa, we will be hear about SCBC TV, the Southern Cameroon Broadcasting Corporation. And this particular TV, it gives a lot of goosebumps. This particular TV, it gives a lot of, you know, it makes some people over tremble. People over you know, some kind, what's that kind of thing, oh boy? It makes a lot of people them, so when they feel threatened because of SCBC TV, some people them, they become so insecure, both in La Republic and in Southern Cameroon. Yes, that is the reality. The people then for inside Southern Cameroon, they see SCBC as a rival. That means say they want own them because they don't see the Jews, the good things where SCBC be the producer. Where SCBC TV make and La Republic official them. Isa Cheruma Bakari them. They tremble. They write kind letter for South African government. But at the end of the day, we said the letter at the end. So, thank you very much, South African community. We no go ever forget una. When we want to talk about the heart of a revolution, the heart of this liberation, we respect South African community. Our una place there. Do one a special respect. Thank you very much. Now, my dear people, welcome. I throw a salute for you. Atex Anago, hello. Nelson Sheko, I throw a salute. Sheko no day for sure. If you watch me from YouTube, because we live right now from YouTube and as well for inside Facebook. Now, this particular live broadcast, now just to go through the things that way don't happen for this struggle for this week. Yes. Hello, Gingy Jedone. Your place there, bro. Welcome. Welcome, yes. So the things that way don't happen for this liberation struggle for this week way, it don't pass so. Now here we are the struggle, say my bring up for now. We could look back into. But now, my dear brothers and sisters, before I want to go into the to some chronic, to some serious aspects, them some people them they don't come out outside. They are trying to take the glory of what has been done. It is true. It is true that La République du Cameroon dictator Paul Biya and his colonial gang, the regime in Yaoundé, they will be investigated by the International Criminal Court, irrespective of all jurisdictions. They will be investigated. Instead of Ambazonians thinking of how to come together and make this thing a better victory for the people, and make this thing for prisoners of conscience to be happy, and make this thing for refugees to be happy and have hope once more, instead of them to make fighters on the ground to feel the temperature of the international community and how hard La République has been hit on the head. Some people are instead busy sending out divisive messages. Some people are busy saying how they are the ones responsible for that action. Some people are claiming glory from where they did not sow. Some people are struggling to reap from where they did not sow. I want to make this clear today. All those of you in that Sako gang, that Sako group, that gang for Sako Ikome, where they always want to seize the slightest opportunity for use them for go raise money, for put them for una pocket, or for do one or few things them for una personal interest. And they tell una say, una desist from taking the glory of people. Stop for the take victory of people. The person where na ye in particular, it don't form a group when they call and say Pan-African Forum. The Pan-African Forum. They call that man say David Matsanga. That pa, he don't the advocate for we since even before Sako one even show he hate for up. So me today Sako a comment and he group they no go talk saying a Fruit Johnson when a langa throat pa, that pa when a langa throat. Fruit Johnson man we never ever win any case for his life, even a case for quarter he never win. Man we be there for ground zero, they defend Naira 10, they take go diaspora, start talk how the people they be compromised and all they like. This kind of power them. Now people the way they will help for destroy this struggle. Fruit Johnson, no the reap for play where you know so at the tell una. Man make me be clear for una no say I know the club yes for any man. But at the make a no say una stop for the reap for play una never so from there. The issue for Ambazonia where the international community, that particular petition, where the petitioner for the ICC, it come out now for Pan-African Forum. And that Pan-African Forum, now that man where they call say David Masanga, where they now them don't help for push the case where Pobia it throw a hammer on top Ambazonia and their head for International Criminal Court. No be Fruit Johnson for that Sako Ikome Ikaba, that gang, the gang of scammers, the gang of con pastors, the gang of thieves. I don't care if you belong to that particular group, but I make Amuna know say the issue for ICC, no be Ambazonian then do am. Listen, it's not done by Ambazonians, it's done by David Masanga. We want to call a professor, or a doctor, or a who. We will give that power a respect. Give respect to whom respect is due. Honor to whom honor is due. Una stop for begin take people their glory. At the sending message, now for that Sako Ikome, a gang. At the sending message for that Sako Ikome, a thievery group. Because the one use the one now as another way for struggle for extort money from the people them. Small town where yesterday they want raise money for go for ICC. Thief thing they all. Thief people. Some picture in the for your way. Sorry, say I don't lose that picture there anyway. I'll come back for that one later. So, my dear Ambazonians, you want a kickstart our presentation for today. I have barely not more than 40 minutes to continue this particular presentation. Now, we are looking at this week in retrospect. Which way don't happen within this week, the things that we don't pass, and how far we don't go. What do you think about Ambazonia? What is the temperature on ground zero? What is the temperature in ground one? What is the temperature in the diaspora? Ladies and gentlemen, you are once more welcome to this platform. And finally, what is the way forward? Okay. Now, this week, it will start on Monday the 9th of December 2024. Where so a kelebe dem I be tell una say so a kelebe dem no go chop Christmas. Where they be put in zolo for bui. That one of the first in the way happen. Then we be see some interview where Radio Evangelium for Mamfe. It be interview Archbishop Andrew Nkea, where Archbishop Andrew Nkea, he be talk about the so-called Grand Dialogue, Major National Dialogue, of which this Major National Dialogue was turned into a party politics. Their initial plan, what they initially went to say, or what they initially went there to do, they did not achieve it because of people who pay allegiance to La République du Cameroon, people who pay allegiance to the regime. This is clear. And Archbishop Andrew Nkea, he made it known that their position was the issue of federalism. Meanwhile, we, Ambazonians, that their federalism belongs to them. They should carry it and go another way. Hello, Henry Abongwa. I salute you, Papa. Welcome. So, this issue of Andrew Nkea sparked a lot of controversies within the Ambazonian community, where people were saying that the likes of Mukete, were like, you know, going, or they were in the direction of taking us back to the shackles, the tentacles, the fangs of La République du Cameroon. Because Mukete and the rest, Mukete, Mbela Monkichas, and all the like, they were bringing the xenophobic agenda, which you know, which Moja Moja was propagating. Now, as I continue this presentation, I'll be taking your messages, I'll be taking your comments as it comes. Please, when you join, make sure you share this live broadcast as far as possible. We are looking at the weeks in retrospect. This week in retrospect. What are the major events? What are the things that happened this week? What did we witness this week in the Ambazonian liberation struggle? Now, when we go through all these events, we will answer some questions. Is Ambazonia on the stronger side? Is our cause moving? Are we advancing? What are the impediments? What are the obstacles we are facing? What is the way forward? What is the solution? What exactly is the panacea to our problem, to our issues? You get the point? Now, from Facebook, Henry Abongwa. Okay, I see you. Nganang Nges Fu, s'il vous plaît. That one I already named for fake profile. Fake profile. He say, bro, how your house abroad look as so na Dubai. You know, no be a problem. No concern you. You know, concern you, bro. You understand, no? Yes. Your own way, they fine for La Republic. Enjoy them. No worry about my house. No worry. You understand, no, pa? Relax about that one. That will be issue for me. Peaceful Son. Good evening, sir. Hello, Peaceful Son. Thank you. I see you. Welcome. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Thank you very much. Gaye Abuno say, stop all these scam games you people are doing. I don't know which game you are talking about. Maybe you want to make that loud and clear. Now, this week, we saw a couple of messages. La République du Cameroon had their last parliamentary session, the November session. It should serve you right that, or better still, you should note this down. La République du Cameroon's legislative arm of government, they have 3 sessions in a year per annum. They meet thrice per year. The first session is in March, the second session is in June, and the third and the last session is in November. The November session of the parliament is always set aside as the budgetary session, where government officials will come and defend their budget. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Okay, now this year's November session saw an increase in the budget of the corrupt government of La République du Cameroon. Introduction of taxes and so many other things. In 2025, if you are living or if you happen to find yourself in La République du Cameroon, our people who are living there expect an increase in fuel prices, expect an increase in basic commodities, garri, sugar, salt, banana, cassava, makabo cocoa, Igbo cocoa, njama, vegetables or huckleberry. Expect an increase in prices of these commodities: rice, groundnut oil, vegetable oil, palm oil, these things. Expect an increase in these things in 2025. And there is also introduction of numerous taxes, numerous tax regimes. You know, they talk about personal income tax. You have to declare your taxes. Even if you are not working, you have to go and tell the government that you are not working. That is already a procedure for you to declare, to tell the government of La République that you are not working. You have to spend at least 5,000 francs CFA, excluding transportation, excluding feeding, excluding other expenses, because you must have a particular document, a particular certificate from the taxation department to show that you are not working. So this is very, very important, and I would like that you people should note this down. 2025 is going to be a very tough year for anybody who is in the territory of La République du Cameroon, and to an extent, the occupied territory of Southern Cameroon. So, if you are not working, you have to pay taxes. If you are working, you have to pay taxes. Everybody, so far as you are breathing the air that is in La République, you will pay taxes. For sure, Paul Biya will be the one to also determine whether you will pay those taxes or not, because he has taken it to be his personal business. So, my dear people, this is exactly what is happening. And we also looked at some fallen La République du Cameroon soldiers. Good evening, bro. And I am not understanding some of our boys. Seka Kifon. Please, if you could be explicit, then better. Thank you. We saw the collapse of the Assad regime. Bashar al-Assad, the 53-year-old dictator of Syria, his regime collapsed as a result of, limited support from his allies who were engaged in other conflicts For example, Russia was the principal supporter of Assad. Iran, the same. Russia got into a conflict with Ukraine for a very long time. And because Russia could not continue to support Assad, he had to pull out some of his military and equipment from Syria to go protect his country. You cannot have your house on fire and you go to put off the fire in your neighbor's house. It's not possible. So Vladimir Putin saw it irresponsible, or better still, not wise enough to continue to give support to Syria, while Russia is in deep struggle or in deep conflict with Ukraine. So that is one of the factors that accounted for the collapse of the Assad regime. So also we had what happened in Iran. Iran, they were one of the number one supporters of Assad as well. They gave him support from the Hezbollah. You know, Hezbollah is one of those groups that is found in Lebanon. So with the issue with Israel, Israel had to launch a serious attack against Hezbollah. So Iran was preoccupied with sponsoring or supporting Hezbollah to fight Israel, and they didn't find it necessary to extend their support to Syria. So those are some of the factors that helped to facilitate the collapse of Bashar al-Assad. And this is not just one of those things. How did the Syrian rebels succeed to capture Damascus, capture Aleppo, to capture and take control until Bashar al-Assad had to flee for his life? And he is seeking asylum. He has been granted political asylum in Russia. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Ambazonians, this is a very marvelous and wonderful development. This particular information is not only useful for the international community or for current events, it is also useful for the Ambazonian liberation struggle, to let you know that the Syrian rebels, they went through thick and thin, because the Syrian revolution began during the Arab Spring in 2011. If you can remember the Arab Spring in 2011, the Syrian revolution started during this period. And when the rebels struggled so hard, they fought so hard, they couldn't succeed because Assad got a lot of support from Russia, they got a lot of support from Iran, they got a lot of support from China, from North Korea, and all the like. But as time passed, this support dropped because these countries were preoccupied with their own private affairs. Now, Ambazonians, are we ready? How did these rebels succeed? These rebels, even though they faced a lot of obstacles during their first 2-3 years of engagement, these rebels, how did the rebels come about anyway? It is as a result of the coalition of opposition parties to Bashar al-Assad, who lost the election, or better still, he rigged the election and refused to leave power, insisted on staying in power. I think you get this clearly. Now, the people, the opposition party in Syria, they form a coalition to fight Bashar al-Assad. They discover that this man means business. He's not just coming to maybe clear down a simple protest, but he is out to silence anybody who raises a voice up. And that's how it went all the time. And these opposition leaders, they decided to also form what we call the rebel resistance. And there was the HTS, whether it's Hayal Tahrir, Sami group, that came up to put a strong fight against the Bashar al-Assad regime. And we saw how these rebels, they struggled. First 2-3 years, they didn't succeed because the Syrian government, the Syrian military, the Syrian army that were loyal to Bashar al-Assad, they overthrew them, and the rebels had to retreat. They retreated, got together, make things possible, and they came back for a serious fight. And you saw how they were capturing and controlling territories. The leader of this rebel group, his name Jalani, he was of course declared a terrorist by the United States of America because of some gross human rights abuses which were recorded during his chain of command, and a lot of changes took place. But then they struggled to overpower the Assad regime. Now, many of you will ask, how possible? How was this done? Because they retreated, they got themselves united, they regrouped themselves, explained. This leader, this rebel leader, explained to each and every one, why they are fighting, the political education. Listen, please, I want you to note this. Political education. Yes, the political education. The rebels retreated, they got this political education, and they succeeded. Please, I want to show you the rebel leader. This is the Syrian rebel leader. If you can see this photo, if you can see this, those of you on YouTube, this is the Syrian rebel leader. Those of you on Facebook, you can see this. Okay. That's him. That's him. You can see it. You find it? Good. Now, the issue of retreat, reorganizing, retraining, training, and political education to come back and overpower the enemy. Listen, Ambazonians, the lessons we can learn. Which will we learn from the Syria issue? Na say waiting. Retreat. Retreat. Training. Political education. You understand? That support, empowerment, better apparel them. Now when they come back, they overpower them. They could say Bashar al-Assad was being protected by Russia. Of course, yes, we already said that. Thank you very much, and welcome to this platform. Now, this is what happened. I think say this so I talk with you because Ambazonia need for learn. Ambazonians have to understand that you cannot succeed in a liberation struggle without unity. You must be united. And to be united is not a child's play. You are not united in your various groups. Not that you come with your group, There is nothing like group. Form one group. Speak with one voice. Ambazonia, the day we will form a single body and speak with one voice is knocked out, KO for La Republic. This is just a simple message from the Syrian issue. Now, excuse me. During the week, we also got I also talked to you about a couple of things, but I want to talk about some major events. Okay. We talk about the real target. We talk about people like Ngala Gerard, who are moving around, flaunting wealth, ill-gotten wealth from, taxpayers' money, and he's showing it off on social media. When the people there, they don't have electricity, they don't have good water, they don't have hospitals and all the like. So people like Ngala Gerard, their day will definitely meet them. What they are looking for, they will get it. And the issue of Big Babanki, the fund of Big Babanki, Fund Benjamin, he sent out a message. Fund for Big Babanki sent out some message. They threaten population. They threaten people, then talk tell them how if any person there for village where it be amber, me go join DDR. Say this so if some family they way a picking there for amber, they will come after that family. Say if the amber can't do something for another person, they will go after the family. A lot of things there. He talk plenty things there like that. But I think say this so not be only the fun for Bamis for Babanki. Yes. No be even no be even the fun the only the fun for Babanki. We also get the fun of Bamising. We also come out, he talk about he threaten villagers them. Talk how we Ambazonian freedom fighter them. Me they go join DDR. You see, these are royal beggars. These are royal beggars. From Richard Muntong the Third. These are royal beggars. People who are begging for crumbs. From Richard is in Douala. From Benjamin of Big Babanki, Kejom Keku, he is in Yaoundé. They don't stay in their palaces. These are people who are supposed to be the custodian of the custom and tradition of our people. But rather, instead of them looking after the people, they want to rather intimidate the people, to force the people to dance to their whims and caprices, because they have taken the side of the enemy. They have taken the side of the oppressor. Nobody is asking the fun of Big Babanki or the fun of Bamising to support Ambazonian struggle. We are not asking them to support us. All what we are asking from them is to stand for justice, stand for what is right, support the truth, stand for the truth. We are not the ones who call this thing on ourselves. We came out with bare hands, with peace plans, showing good citizenship, showing that we don't want any problem. But what did we get in return? La République du Cameroon, 100 years plus. President Dictator Paul Biya, on the 30th of November 2017, he declared war on us. He declared war on the people of Southern Cameroon. This is clear, and everybody should note this down. We are not the ones who call for this particular issue. We are simply defending ourselves. Yes, we understand Ambazonian freedom fighters in all villages, all areas, they can be going astray or they can be doing some things that are not acceptable. These are some of the excesses that they carry out. We accept these kind of things. These things exist. I'm not here to tell you people or to pamper somebody or to make it sound nice. You know me very well. I'm not part of prosperity preachers. I tell you the truth. If you want to know what is the truth, what is straightforward, come to this platform. Ambazonian freedom fighters have done their own part of the mess, but it doesn't account for 1/3 of what the occupational forces have done on us. So for these funds, for these royal beggars to come and start threatening us, start threatening our families, start threatening the Ambazonian soldiers to go and surrender to La République du Cameroon, occupational thugs, the corrupt and wicked barbaric regime of Yaoundé, for these royal beggars to come and start saying these things, it means that they don't actually have conscience. They have sold their conscience to the devil. We can say this with all certainty that Fon Richard of Bamising, the Fon of Bamising, has sold his conscience to the devil. And that devil is Paul Biya. The Fon of Big Babanki, Kejom Keku, Fon Benjamin has done the same. These are people who call on La République du Cameroon, occupational, rock, barbaric, brutal, rapist, gang of bees or whatsoever, to come and install their barracks and their concentrated camps in their villages. What a shame, what a pity. But what makes us happy is the fact that these funds do not just emerge. They are not the ones who make themselves funds. They came through a process, and this process is embedded in our tradition. The highest authority of the land, we know, yes, is the fund. But who makes the fund? The quifor, the chinda, or whatsoever you can call it. This quifor, it is the voice of the people. Listen, you can be a fund, but you don't have the staff of authority. You can be a fund, but when the quifor is no more with you, forget it. Anything you are saying is your business. I don't know if I understand what I talk. You fit still be fund, but quifor no deal with you. That means say the voice of the people, because quifor na the highest authority way it stand for justice. Now our traditional council in that where they stand for justice, way whether you go up can down, if they talk say this, so the man don't thief. If they call you can't talk say this, so swear for yeah, say you don't thief or you never thief, you be guilty or not guilty, talk before 7 days. If you talk say this, so you no be guilty, and it can't be saying that you be thief, you go no man will beg you. That is our tradition. Now the tradition that way they fund them, they don't throw them, they embrace La Republique, their special status. They don't tell them say not in that land. We are standing with the quifor and no more the funds. These funds have desecrated the throne. They have become royal beggars. The fund of Kejom Keku, Big Babanki, fund Benjamin, and the fund of Bamisin in Gokitunja is called fund Richard Muntong III. We are not asking them to support us. We are not asking them to stand and campaign or become Ambazonian activists. No. We are asking them to stand for justice. We are asking them to stand for the truth. Whether it is an act committed by La République du Cameroon barbaric forces or it is an act committed by Ambazonian freedom fighters, let them stand for justice. We don't care who is the perpetrator of the act. Justice has no color. Justice has no identity. Justice is justice. I am employing the fund of Big Babanki, fund Benjamin, and the fund of Bamising, fund Richard Muntong. You people should copy the example of the fund of Bafut and the fund of Com. I raise my case on these two funds. Now, during the week, we also discussed a couple of issues. We saw how Atanganji Paul banned this thing. Atanganji Paul banned a human rights organization. They call it REDAC. He banned the organization. If you can ban a human rights organization, then what is actually your modus operandi? See, just because we are in a time where it is not possible to actually do things and go scot-free, because if La République had their way, they will sweep everybody in Southern Cameroon. I'm talking about pidgin. That means if La République du Cameroon, occupational forces, then Pobia, they be get their way, they will sweep all man. That means you will watch me from ground zero for any place where you dey, for example, Ambalan, Naso will watch me. If they be get their way, they will sweep all man until they are only man way will talk French and only man way will listen for them. Now you will remain for that land. But the problem I say they don't get their way because satellite day. You know if you do anything for the world, you go free. Because Pobia know very well say satellite day where they see them. Now why they wanna be see them? Donald Trump be suspend them from AGOA and he sanctioned them. Why? Because they discover say their military equipment them, their apparel them, a lot of things they give them for go fight Boko Haram, they can't use on top Ambazonia and them. You know only end for day. La République they be cash La République where they fry house, a whole village for inside Fontaine for Lebialem. Una remember that house they be catch La Republic they fry am. Na satellite image they be catch them. Now for them La Republic here start come. La Republic we know say they go wipe we all finish. So they no fit wipe we because say wetin. Now modern time this way, these satellite things e dey. If they be get na the opportunity, they for don't do am. Mind you, someone know the one today. So my dear Ambazonians, the one na they tell una say, if you see Atanganji Paul, it ban or it is sanctioned human rights organization, una know say, where, no be Atanganji be don't tell una say na only Pobiage right for. Wait, so I want place on this for here. I don't know whether I still get that video. I don't know whether I still get that video. Now don't give me 1 second. So 1 second, ma come back. Okay. I think so I get them. Watch out, man.
Cameroon, only the head of state can authorize any church to go operational. So for those who are operating without the decree from the head of state, I'm advising them to close down before I get to them. They should start closing before I get. Cameroon, only the head of state can authorize any church to go operational. So for those who are operating without the decree from the head of state, I'm advising them to close down before I get to them. They should start closing before I get. Cameroon, only the head of state can authorize any church to go operational.
Yeah, now only Pobiafi authorized church. So they don't leave. They didn't have a church their back. You see, a country where it don't be useless, it will be very corrupt, and you can name the rest. So, my dear people, dear viewers, we had a lot during the week, and I also showed you some footages from our prisoners of conscience who were already producing shoes, fabricating shoes. You know, they were doing their best to make sure that they make ends meet. You know, it's not easy, but as Ambazonians, we are pushful, and definitely we shall overcome. And we also got this emergency alert from Bamenda Central Prison, talking about some 3 corpses that were, you know, very necessary for families to identify, so they can give them befitting burial. And we had this incident that took place in Wum, where one La République du Cameroon occupational force in Wum, they had a disagreement and they had to end the life of the other. You know, one Ekelebe put a friend Ekelebe in Zolo for inside Wum, and then I think that way it passed within the week. You know, only end for day. We tell una how we small time you go to pay for the airway they breathe them if you dey inside La Republic, their land. And we also pass message for all Ekelebe them. We tell them say, better say you nyongo, you leave that land before Amba Mito, because when Amba Mito you, your name now you understand what I talk. Now we also hear Ekelebe them way the things all for Council Junction for Bamenda. At least 3 Ekelebe them things all for Council Junction Bamenda. Then 2 others them they sustain serious injury the way it shows say for the for come back for battlefield, you go stay after a very long time. Now wait that way pass for that side, and then the victory that way Ambazonia score them within this week. And also I tell una, I told you guys about the human right, you know, the crimes against humanity of Capo Daniel. Capo Daniel should be arrested. Capo Daniel is one of those people who should be arrested under normal circumstances because he has committed a lot of crimes in Ambazonia. What he is doing today is, you know, a U-turn from his original position, but we all know who Capo Daniel is. So Maybe I'll end this particular presentation with this video from Capo Daniel, and not only ending, but I would like you to note that Capo Daniel is a criminal. Capo Daniel deserves to be in jail for crimes against humanity. I'm not saying this because I just want to say it or just because I want to talk, but I think it's very important. The evidence are there. Capo Daniel must be held responsible for these acts. Please follow with me, watch this short video, and I'll be right back.
I want to remind you that this individual was executed for the crime of treason. Treason is punishable by death. So this should be a clear message to everybody in Ambazonia. If you are working for the Cameroon government, pack your bags and go to Yaoundé or stay in off station. Ambazonian forces them, then get every right to use very harsh method. This get treasure the incident where that happened for you will be satisfied. Say na girl when I spy, we will call her for pigeon say black leg, will be satisfied to the commander on the ground. He take the right decision. According to what we believe, say if we see La Republique, the army then 10 armor car with one black leg, we prefer to neutralize that black leg because for we it be more dangerous than all those beaten. They beat it work around our town, they confuse, they know no place for go. Now only with the help of black legs or spies will they be able to destroy Capo Daniel.
Okay, so my people, fellow Ambazonians, Capo Daniel, when he be there for inside ADF, AGOV C, he be been a spokesman, he be been a deputy defense chief. Capo Daniel was the law. Capo Daniel is the law. Capo Daniel makes the law. He implements the law and everything. Capo Daniel did the same like Paul Biya. He did make law. Now Capo Daniel then be decide who be black leg, which way you do and where you supposed to be in a black leg, and punishment where they go give for black leg. So when I can discover and say these people they be use now wait. I don't know what I call it, say martial law on a wait, but you see and say Capo Daniel has, they have committed a lot of crimes against our people. So today, Capo Daniel is claiming that he's representing the people. He claims that he's talking on behalf of Ambazonians. But we are telling the international community, we are telling the Canadian High Commission to the Cameroons that Capo Daniel is a criminal. Capo Daniel should be arrested. He must be arrested for his crimes. Capo Daniel uses words like summary execution. He uses words like neutralize, all those kind of things. Capo Daniel, they have caused untold suffering on our people. So he deserves to be in jail. If they can extend a hand of fellowship to Cho Ayaba, then that same hand of fellowship should be extended to Capo Daniel because they are the same coin of different sides, equal coins of different sides, the head and the tail. So that should be done. We are using this medium to call on the international community to also look into the issue of Capo Daniel. Capo Daniel is not representing Ambazonia in any form, in any way, anywhere. Capo Daniel is a criminal. He has his hands stained with that red liquid. So he should answer questions for this. He should be arrested, he should be interrogated, and if possible, we will bring issues, we will bring evidence against him. The moment we hear Capo Daniel has been arrested, then we know that justice has begun its course. And that is exactly what we seek. Because nobody will use this Ambazonian struggle to inflict pain on our people. You guys remember when Capo Daniel was talking about the so-called anti-kidnapping czar and all the like. Capo Daniel is the law. You people know detailing about everything. Today he claims to be an angel, but I'm telling you, watching me right now, that Capo Daniel must or should be arrested. This is the campaign I am telling you all. Ambazonian liberation struggle is not an avenue for criminals. It's not an avenue for people who want to come and show how wicked they are. No. We have no business with our people as non-combatants. The only enemy is La République du Cameroon and its occupational forces. Capo Daniel is proud, very proud, to tell the whole world how an individual was executed, how a lady was killed because maybe she's going out or she had an affair with whatsoever. So please, please, Cho Ayaba is not alone. Capo Daniel is his or was his. Very, you understand? I know what I talk now. Capo Daniel mo go down. He mo go down. We no go leave it. He mo go down. So I see the waka run down him to other thing. We go make sure say with the ginger Capo Daniel must be arrested. He must be arrested. Thank you very much, my dear people. I've talked for so long. I did not want this video to reach this particular time, maybe up to almost close to an hour. We've talked for so long, but I think the little retrospect we've had is worth it. And I will come again with more updates from this end. Don't go away. Stay with us on this platform. My name is Fabiano Deco, your comrade, your brother, your friend, your activist. I am an Ambazonian, a human rights activist, and a self-defense advocate. We are here to set the record straight. Ambazonian struggle is not an avenue or a struggle for people to come and show how wicked they are. It's not a struggle for bloodthirsty vampires. It's not a struggle for people who want to continue to inflict pain on our people. If you know that you are so powerful and you have all the strategy, go after La République and their colonial administrators. Leave our civilian population alone. Leave our non-combatants alone. Please, Ambazonian struggle. Anyone who is holding any material on the ground in the name of defending Ambazonia, please, Ambazonian struggle is not a struggle for kidnappers. Ambazonian freedom fighter does not kidnap. We don't collect ransom from anybody. We don't do that. Ambazonian freedom fighter does not attack a church. We don't attack a mosque. We don't attack a place of worship. Ambazonian freedom fighter does not attack a school. We don't attack any teacher. We have nothing to do with all these things. Please, an Ambazonian freedom fighter does not attack a hospital or a health personnel. Please, please, this should be clear to everybody. We stand for our people, by our people, with our people. This is our struggle. La République du Cameroon has been occupying our territory for the past 63 years and counting. They have to leave our land and justice must prevail. Our prisoners of conscience, our refugees, our internally displaced, and the freedom fighters, they deserve our respect. We must give them this respect and continue to educate everyone on what we stand for. Please let this be known. My name is Fabiano Deco. I'll see you guys again shortly. Thank you very much and ciao, ciao, ciao. If you are following us for the very first time, if you are watching this video for the first time, don't forget to subscribe or follow us. Turn on your notification bell. Anytime we are live, anytime we drop an update, you'll be the first, very, very first person to get that particular notification. Thank you. You can drop a comment. You can give it a thumbs up. And why not? We see you again in our next update. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. And ciao. Bye-bye.